All right, new segment, Gil for a day. How this is going to work is it's like unscripted, except these are questions that Gil and AFL House have to ponder over.
You're going to ask these questions like Robbo?
Yeah. Look, Chris, I don't know how to approach this with you, but the rumours.
Oh, no.
No, all right. So, Chris, obviously the mid-season trade period and the loan idea has been quite contentious. Should the AFL introduce a mid-season trade period this season or in the coming seasons?
No.
No.
You
Why?
are going to ruin the game if you bring in a trade period like this. They think that having a trade period like this will allow squad players to be traded to teams that require them. So maybe last year...
Sydney, for example, could get a ruckman.
Exactly. But what this will cause... You will see A-grade players asking for
refusing to play for a team.
Asking for trades to go to teams that are going to play in the finals.
What if you add a stipulation that it's only for players who aren't getting AFL
An
action?
opportunity.
Well, you categorise them. You can't do that. It's too hard to do
Put in a rule. 5 or less AFL games.
So Tom
by
Boyd's on $1
mid-season.
million a year, but he wasn't getting the game. How does he fit into a salary cap?
Play him.
How does he fit into the salary cap? That's the thing.
Salary cap's hard. Also, there's a lot of the coaches when they had their meeting were concerned about the intellectual property in terms of like if someone knows our game plan and they go across halfway through a season.
I don't know. I'm not going to talk about basketball here, but in soccer, when there's a transfer period, players refuse to play for their team when they want to leave. Riyad Mahrez did that at Leicester. He wanted to go to Manchester City. Deal fell through. He didn't train for a week.
Yeah.
They didn't know where he was as a week. So what? We're going to see players. So Gary Ablett would have asked for a trade
wouldn't have played
to Geelong.
Not that he really did anyway.
Mid-season.
Yeah.
It's not right. It's ruining the game. NRL has a problem where at the start of the season, players want to leave or they announce they're going to another club next year.
Great.
You're going to get that in the AFL. It's bad enough if you've got the free agency. You get this, you're ruining the game.
All right. Agreed, but this isn't the first time that it's happened, if it does happen.
Yeah, they did in the 90s.
So
that was a draft. That wasn't... Oh, well, they did have trades as well.
They had a transfer period until the early 1980s when players could switch clubs until June 30th.
Yeah, exactly. They did that then.
Yeah, but I agree
with you.
Game. It's a no.
There was no salary cap at that point.
All right, let's keep him a little bit shorter for Gil for a day. He's not with us for too long. Jed.
Is he dying?
Yes.
Gil, no. Twilight Grand Final, Jed, yes or no?
Yes.
That simple?
Not Twilight Night Grand Final.
So...
Bet Twilight always goes at night.
I think, it has to... Well, Twilight's day
Twilight,
and then
not night.
Okay. I prefer a night grand final.
Oh, you prefer a night?
Full Super Bowl style. Yeah.
Really?
All right, he's all in.
I
disagree.
For a Twilight.
The GWS Richmond final was great. Twilight.
No barbecues at the G for Brownie. All right, Brownie.
But Brown, what would you put on a barbecue at the G?
Some meat. That was pretty generic.
Have you ever had a barbecue, Brown?
What kind of meat?
Burgers or
couple
sausages,
snacks.
Couple of snacks. All right, Brownie. Do you like the new system of one man in Michael Christian controlling the MRP over the panel that it was last year?
No, I like the panel. I prefer a panel.
It's a lot of pressure on one person.
Yeah, exactly. You have different points of view. Yeah. That's just
do you think Katie Brennan should be suspended?
For that
the sling tackle.
Second for the year.
Yeah.
Well, she got 2 games.
It's going to be hard
tough to come down from 2 games.
Yeah. So you're going with you would prefer a panel over one?
Yeah.
Chris. Runners have been given the green light, so they reversed the JLT trial in which they were only allowed to enter the field after goals and they had to be back on the bench by the restart of play. Do you think we should restrict the runners like we did in the JLT or continue with what they've done for this year in free reign?
I don't like runners on the field. I think, was it a couple of years ago where they...
Same, says the umpire.
They had the same... They camouflage with the players.
Yeah.
I don't think we need them. The players
need another
class.
class.
Players do that much homework during the week. They should be able to do it by themselves. Or as Hardwick said last night on the couch, some coaches might even go to the bench and they can
Plus, it also
NFL
like it
style.
increases the role of players who can also be like on-field coaches, like Hodge, those
Yeah.
kind of guys who
You don't need a
they
runner.
become even more important.
You need a
you
water boy,
saw-
but you don't need a runner.
You saw last
Exactly.
year, we'll merge the roles. Waterboy runners.
Waterboy runners.
Exactly,
it
they
is.
You
can
saw
do
last
both.
year, Nick Maxwell, he was like controversial runner for GWS. He was getting in the way. He was staying on the field
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
way too long.
Yeah, it's
and he
Nick
got
Maxwell.
But he
warned by
does
the
love that
AFL.
grass.
He had to guard that
He
grass.
loves the grass.
All right, Jed, how do you fix the problem of footy in Tasmania?
Put a team there.
Put a team there.
It's not that easy.
It's not
No,
that
it's
you know
easy.
why
not.
there's a
It's
problem in
not enough.
Tasmania?
It's not because they've left it there.
Because they merged the whole league. There's 3 divisions.
Yes.
The
and merged
TSL
them all in
merged
one.
into
So
one.
teams from the south had to travel up to the north.
But even
Not a lot of money there.
Yeah, you've got a divide even between Launceston and Hobart, North and
South.
Hawthorn. I mean,
Yeah.
playing
North
there.
and Hawthorn,
Yeah,
North and
well,
South.
the 2 teams playing there and St Kilda beforehand. Build it up. Whatever you got to do, just get footy in Tassie.
Get a team in the
rocking again.
VFL back.
You have to
bring
have-
the Tassie
yeah.
Devils back. They last played in 2008.
You
Give
have
them
to
a
have a team there.
TAC
Would you
Cup team.
relocate a team there, or would you make a whole new franchise?
North.
Alrighty, big call again.
Cool.
No, keep North if you have to, because if North aren't going to move, chuck another team in Perth. The market is there. They've got the big new stadium. Each of those teams are going to fill that stadium each week. Have
So
a
you're
team in Tassie,
ditching-
another team in Perth. 20
Okay.
teams.
It's a lot
All
of
right.
teams.
Finally, wrap
I
it
might
up.
need to be Gil for more than a day.
Wrap it up nice and quick, Brownie. Should the buy before the finals be scrapped? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Go
That's
straight
simple.
into it.